Hello, everybody. Today we read from Proverbs 19 and Nah.2. So from Proverbs 19, I like verse 11. Can you read that, please?
I believe that's the one that says it's a glory for a person to overlook a transgression.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's similar thing.
Or to defer their anger. Let's see. This one says, the discretion of a man deferreth their anger, and it is their glory to pass over a transgression.
Yeah, so I like that scripture because it's basically saying that it's smart, and it's an indication of a smart and wise person to keep a cool head in situations that are easy to get riled up in and to have anger. So if you want to know if you are a wise person, think about a time where you reacted to somebody and what type of response you had to them. So, and if you're not pleased with it, then just work on it.
Another version says a person with good sense is patient. You know, not everybody is on the same level as another person. You know, there's a whole growth continuum, and some people are, you know, in the beginning, and we have to, you know, give them that grace. And it is to your credit to overlook an offense. But at the same time, God will give wisdom so that you won't be punked out here too. And I read verse 19, and I never really thought about this, but it says a person who has a hot temper will pay for it, right? God will handle that. If we rescue this person without them feeling the consequences, they're going to do it again. It says you will have to do it over and over. Or another version says, a man of great wrath, someone who always snaps, shall suffer punishment. For if thou deliver him or her, yet thou must do it again. So love must be tough. It might not be the anger, but if they keep on doing something and they know that you're going to rescue them, that's called manipulation. And then you become an enabler, and it's just round and round, over and over, and there's no end. But God will give the wisdom. What about in Nahum, the 2nd chapter? The second verse, actually the third verse, reminded me of something. And we know that, we know that this chapter is dealing with how an army was going to conquer Nineveh, which was the capital of Assyria. But in the third verse, it talks about how the shields of warriors are painted red, and the soldiers' uniforms were like scarlet, and the chariots shall be flaming torches. Okay, all red. So what does this have to do with something that I watched today? Was something that I saw like probably 45 years ago, and I never understood it. I think I was probably 5-6 years old, but it was called The Red Shoes. It was about a ballerina, and she wanted to have her career as a dancer, but then she wanted to have love. Listen, God will show us how if we seek him first, all these other things would be added. And pretty much it was the impresario who was the head of the ballet company was manipulating her, and it ended tragically. Listen, when we keep God in the forefront, he will show us how to deal with situations, and we will have joy in our career, in our family, or wherever God will have us to be. But again, he will direct our paths. All right. Well, have a wonderful evening, and know that God will be glorified in every decision we make.